What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. As you can see, I am sitting in a Target parking lot in Portersville, California. I'm currently in the middle of traveling, but I just saw something and I had to share my thoughts immediately while they're still fresh on my mind. So I knew I had a couple hours today to kill while I was driving, so I took a look at the lots that I have saved, to either like show off on lots of lots or just, you know, that I find interesting or whatever. And I saw I had something saved here in Portersville and I clicked on it to see what it was. I checked it out and it was the GreenPower factory. It was only 20 minutes off route, so I said, you know what? This is a great way to kill some time. I would love to see this in person. So that is exactly what I did, and I want to give you my thoughts on the GreenPower Beast now that I've seen a couple in person. Okay, so first off, sorry the pictures aren't the greatest. Unfortunately, the factory was right next to a sheriff's office, so I didn't exactly feel comfortable getting out and taking pictures right in front of them. And I also could not get a good view of the front, but I was able to see the driver's side and the back. So they only had like 3 or 4 actual school buses out there. They had the Transit NanoBeast prototype that I had shown off on video, and then they had some vans. It was a majority of it was just vans though. So starting off with the Beast, the first thing that I noticed is that it is a very tall bus. I still want to see one parked next to some other buses, but just looking at it, it's huge. The windows themselves almost remind me of a C2. They have kind of the same styling, and the C2 windows are a little more narrow and taller than Bluebird and IC, or even other Thomas windows. But yeah, everything about the bus just seems super tall. I don't know if like it's gonna be tall person friendly. I don't know, but that's the first thing that immediately struck me when I saw it, was how big the bus was. On the opposite side of that, the emergency door seems super small. I don't know why. It could just be me and the one window that it has on it, but something just seems a little bit weird about that. Another thing, I don't think I've seen this before, the strobe light is all the way in the back, all the way like the furthest back that they could put it. Normally, you know, you'd see it like in the back window or two, but this is like so far back there, and I found that really odd. The driver window seemed, again, very big, and it's odd that it's a 3-piece window with the section on top and then the 2 sliding portions. Now, I was thinking that the pictures and the actual bus in person were going to be 2 different things, and frankly, it's not. It looks exactly the same, like exactly what you would imagine it to be. There was no differences at all. The bus seemed super boxy. You could very clearly see like the back of the bus was just lifted off of a Microbird G5 and put on there. I assume that the front is exactly the same. I wish I could have seen an actual front of the bus. Overall, I don't think I'm personally going to be a fan of it. You know, I was giving it that opportunity, and maybe if I was able to see other angles than just the driver's side and back of it, that could change my mind, but from what I see, I don't really care for it. Hi, I'm in the process of editing this video, and I just want to share something else that happened shortly after I originally recorded this. A couple hours after recording this, I actually stumbled upon another GreenPower Beast, but this one was in the wild. It was sitting in the Kings Canyon Unified School District bus lot. Here you can see it sitting next to a couple handicapped CEs, and looking at the pictures now, it doesn't look as tall as I thought it would be, but I think it's just because it's a lot more boxy that it produces that effect. In this picture, you can see the back a lot better. You can see that there's all LEDs. You can see just how strange that emergency exit looks. There's a backup camera above that, and just how far back that strobe light is. Now, there are 2 things that I picked up on this specific bus. First off, notice the school bus lettering at the top, how it's kind of boxed in right there. I'm wondering if this is going to be kind of like one of those interchangeable signs to where, you know, you'd be able to like rotate stuff around for it to say charter, or, out of service or whatever, like, if you could just, like, take that off and replace it with something else. I think it's very weird considering the rest of the design is just completely smooth, and then there's just that outline of school bus. Quite honestly, I don't think that'd be a terrible idea, especially for somewhere like California or New York, where I assume that these are going to be fairly popular. These are also places that, are more likely to require you to cover up school bus when you're not using it as an actual school bus, but for like a charter route or something. The other thing I noticed is that this has dealer plates on it. Now, this bus lot is probably only like an hour away from the factory, so it wouldn't surprise me if this was just on loan to them. But Kings Canyon has always been a very central location for electric school buses, and they've had some really weird stuff in the past, which is why I originally went there. So it wouldn't surprise me if they bought it or if they are going to buy one here in the short future, but I just thought I'd point that out. Okay, anyways, back to the car. As for the Vans and the NanoBeast, the Vans, I didn't really take a good look at them. The one thing I did notice is that the logos on the front, I believe originally they had the little leaf logo, but the ones that I was able to see had a GP on it, so I wonder which one they're going to do. The Vans also look exactly like the Mercedes Transits. The NanoBeast itself, I think I would be more of a fan of that. I wasn't able to see the school bus prototype that they were working on. I was only able to see the actual transit one, but that one seemed more likely to closely resemble a school bus that a majority of us are familiar with. Like I said, I don't think I'm really going to be a fan of it. I'm definitely interested to see the progression of it, like if they change stuff when they move to West Virginia, or maybe even different specs, because all the ones I saw there were pure California specs, pretty stereotypical. But yeah, just kind of weird overall. And yeah, anyways, I'm interested to hear what y'all have to say about it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the bus. I know they're not great pictures, but they're different. Let's have a conversation about it. I'm definitely interested to hear what y'all have to say. And yeah, so anyways, that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I always do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it, I don't care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or we're not going to be able to see any more pictures of the GreenPower Beast, or NanoBeast, or whatever. Nothing. And make sure you also share this video with a friend. Show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy in a random street. I don't care. Don't let anything happen to you. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching.